Hey, what's up everybody, BDF 44 coming at you another video. Alright, so kind of disappointed in my Pelicans video because I spoke for a whole 2 minutes as if it were a therapy session, telling people stuff that I never would say on a video about basketball, but I still encourage people to go check it out. It's all on the same channel, so eventually if you watch enough of me, you know how I am in regards to telling people my business. But I don't know, 2 different audiences I imagine click on these videos, but I apologize to my basketball audience for not knowing what I was going to talk about before speaking, but it happened organically and I just left it alone. It wouldn't be the first time I made an error on this thing. You've seen me in very embarrassing moments. As a matter of fact, I had a whole white kind of dry mouth thing going on one of my videos, talking for about 45 minutes full of white face, and I did not delete that video because I am that authentic of a person. So it ain't nothing for me to mistake what I'm going to talk about and then segue in embarrassment. But yeah, man, this is a very interesting day for me because it's one of those rare occasions where I went to Target, came back, did my workout, my 100 squats, 100 squat set, which is actually, if I did the math correctly, like actually 1,100 squats and 1,100 arm lifts. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then proceed to do the squats. I did that and didn't sweat. So I'm like, all right, let me just go out and take care of the other aspect of my shopping. So I'm going to Famous Market right now to go grab my rice and stuff directly after doing the workout. Like directly after, because I did not sweat. Literally, I didn't sweat yesterday when I did it either. Very strange stuff, but when you condition your body a certain way, you don't feel the work. You literally don't feel it, depending on how fast you're moving, which I wasn't moving that fast. I just stood there with my headphones on, doing the exercise, listening to my therapy session, my Laker video and my Pelican video, and yesterday's Laker video. So it took about an hour and a half. Stood there, did all of them, and then realized I could shower, but I'm not sweating. So let me just go out here and give myself yet more exercise, more walking exercise, take care of what I need to take care of, and come back and then shower and then do all the stuff I need to do. So that's kind of what this is, man. It's been strange how conditioned my body has been for this squat regimen over these last 2 days. Because yesterday, I did all my walking and everything I had to do. And then came in the house directly afterward and proceeded to do the squat regimen without sitting down. I was doing laundry rather. Now, that's the 3rd day in a row I did that, actually. It wasn't the 2nd day, it's the 3rd. It was the first day I came in from, where was I, Hollywood. I directly did the regimen without even sitting down. Yesterday I came in from doing laundry, did the regimen without sitting down. And today I did all that walking around before this, came in the house without sitting down, did the regimen, and going back out walking again. So the body's just conditioned properly right now for what it is I'm trying to make it do. And I'm pleased with it, even though I'm not gonna lie to you, I am in a little pain. My right arm, that issue I told you I have with my right elbow, is still a thing. But as far as the legs and it reacting to the squats, it's all that pain I had early in the week when I was telling y'all I needed to sleep during the day. This is what came of it. The ability to feel that workout getting done for over an hour a day, and then still being able to move around as if I didn't do anything at all. So maybe I have to ramp it up. Maybe I need to add 105. You know what I mean? This is how it goes. I may have told you all this, but I go 4s, 2 sets of 4, 2 sets of 8, 2 sets of 10, 2 sets of 12, 2 sets of 15, and then I go 20s, 25, all the way up to 100. From 30, 35, you get the point. All the way up to 100. And so maybe I need to add a 105 or something like that to the situation to get more of a resistance for what it is I need to do to feel the sweat or whatever. Maybe I need to add to it, or just flat out add something else directly to it. The push-ups as well, I do those. As you guys know, so I've been adding to that. I got myself up to 70. I think I'm at 70 right now. Sometimes I'll do 80 depending on how I'm doing, but no less than 70 every time I get down. So it's like the conditioning's coming around, man. The conditioning, when you start small and you stay with it and you don't stop, you really can work your way up to doing some ridiculous stuff. And so, even though I'm older now, my body doesn't look like it's worked out as hard as it does when I take my shirt off. It don't look like I'm decked out like a super athlete, but the body's reacting to it in the way that I want it to. And that's all you can ask for at 39 years of age, Body gonna be washed regardless at 39. It ain't gonna look like a bodybuilder no matter what I do. But nevertheless, I can still add to my regimen and get ridiculous amounts of reps in. So that's what I'm doing. I'm allowing it to be what it is, not really worrying about the vanity aspect of it, but more so pleased with the conditioning. Because I grew up a child that I would need to relax after working out. Even when I was working out with my buddies, after that I want to eat and sleep. And now it's like, nah, that's not what it is. And that's the power of calisthenics. A lot of times when people lift heavy weights, they only lifting it 5 times. You squat 400 pounds one time. You know what I mean? With the way I'm trying to do things is, hey, that's really good. That's good. That's great strength. But the way that I do it is I'm trying to squat 1,000 times so that the knees can be as polished and as good over time as necessary. More like a marathon runner is how I kind of approach my weightlifting and everything that I do. So that's really what it's about for me. Not necessarily pushing this heavy weight, but to be able to push 4 hours straight without needing anything at all. So that's really what it is, man. Just very thankful that the Lord has allowed me to be, especially with the start that I had to life, as adorable as I am, because I'm the type of dude that couldn't even touch the rim as a kid. When I was running, trying to play basketball, I couldn't never touch the rim. I'm 5'9" and could not touch the rim for nothing. Had no hops, no athleticism at all. So I just assumed I had no durability. I just thought I wasn't an athletic person. What I really was lacking in any muscle whatsoever in any part of my body. You know what I mean? So of course it wasn't, whatever little athleticism I may have had if I was in shape, definitely wasn't showing up when I was at the age other people were dunking the ball and all kinds of stuff. Plus, when I was a kid, honestly, people weren't as athletic as they are right now. Kids are 3 times athletic as us now. Kids 10 years old dunking the ball now. You'd only find like 5 or 6 people who could actually do that when I was in high school. Now, these kids are doing like that. It's just a different evolution of the human body at this point. So I respect that. I'm from a different generation. I'm sure my kids will be more athletic than me, but it's one of those situations where I'm finding I'm one of the dudes that can move for it, keep it going. Once I get used to something, I can condition myself for as many reps as I'm saying I'm doing. And you couple that with the suitcase squats, 4 sets of 88 is what I've worked myself up to. I just added 1 squat to each set about 4 days ago, and I've kept that up. So you add that to what it is that I'm tallying with the hundreds that I call it. That's, if I did my math correctly, 1,500 squats on the day. 1,500 on the day. So it's like, to be able to do that at 39 years of age, I think it's kind of weird, to be honest with you. It's strange. Like, I look at LeBron James, and I'm 4 months older than him. And people are talking about just how amazing he is in regards to being able to keep up and have himself out conditioning. He's over conditioning himself, or rather out working and in better condition, I guess you could say, than people half his age. And that's supposed to be astonishing. And it is. But when I look in the mirror, I'm kind of doing my own thing in that way, to be honest with you. Like, I'm doing my own version of that. Not necessarily at his level, obviously, but for what should be normal, I am not normal. And I think it might have something to do with, first of all, God, and then putting everything I'm doing for him first, conditioning and committing myself to it years ago, plus the eating habits for which I'm really strict about. And genetics, I guess. My father, my grandfather was athletic, but my father, I think, was durable, extremely durable. So kind of got it. I don't think got hurt very much, that kind of thing. So I'm just finding that I'm able to do what I need to do at this age to display some really cool durability that I don't think I've ever really seen anybody else do at this age, besides LeBron James, to be completely honest with you. And so my thing is, what else can I do? What could I have done? You know what I mean? That's what I'm wondering. You just don't know. Some people, when they start their life off with the culture that America's put in front of them to eat garbage, you don't never know who you actually are. You just grow up fat and that's it. For all you know, the next LeBron James is out there sitting on a couch somewhere because he literally doesn't know that he can do all of that. Why? Because he was never taught to, never put in the environment for which it was even necessary to try. You know what I mean? I have no idea if I'm a great running back because I was fat during the years that I otherwise would have been working out on that. So it's like, now I'm getting older, I'm like, man, who knows what this body could have did? Who knows what it can do now? I don't know. But what I'm finding out is the more reps I do, the more I look up and I realize it don't make no damn sense. 1,500 squats on the day before 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I did it yesterday, and I did it the day before, and I did it before that, and I ain't missed a day in months. As it pertains to the suitcase squats, 440 with a nice heavy suitcase. It's probably about 50, 60 pounds. I say it's about 50 pounds, a little less than what I was doing at the house with my 30-pound weights or 25-pound weights, so maybe about 45. I don't know how heavy that thing is. I haven't measured it, but it's giving me a hell of a resistance, and I'm continuing to push it in the mornings fresh out of bed. So it's like, yo, what can I do? What can this body do, man? Because people my age have back problems. People my age, they wear down. It's time to retire. Me? I don't know. I feel like I can condition myself for really whatever I want to do. And so that's what I'm finding out, man. I'm thankful that I don't have the type of lifestyle where, I eat poorly now. I've shunned that out of my mental mindset, my culture for myself, not aligned with the culture of the world. I've shunned a lot of stuff that people putting in their bodies. I don't want nothing to do with it. I'm avoiding it like the plague. And I think it's one of the reasons why I'm getting so much out of myself in ways that I never would have thought. So that's why I encourage people to, man, see what your body can do. Stretch, eat right, get the crap out of your life. You know what I mean? Especially if you ain't got no kids, no wife, nothing like that. You don't know really what you can do until you push yourself to certain limits. When you listen to people talk about type of training that they've done, and I think about SEALs training and just how impossible that seems to me. To go through actual Navy SEAL training could kill a lot of people. But then you look up and you realize I can probably do things that I don't know that I can do based on what it is I'm showing myself I can do right now. Essentially, it's I don't know. I probably could have been a SEAL if I'd have conditioned myself for it. Granted, it was a lot of stuff that was mental and swimming and being underwater and all types of stuff. Who knows what you can do in certain areas, but I don't know what I can do. I definitely didn't think I could do 1,500 squats on a day and not die, and not crumble to the floor. If you would have told me that at 21 years old, I'd have laughed at you. But it's just like anything else. You start small and you work your way up, and it ain't nothing to it. When I first started doing my little squat regimen, I wasn't starting there. I started with 2 sets of 4. And that was it. And I worked my way up from 4 to 8, and 8 to 6 to 6, or whatever it was that I do. But as I already said, 4 to 8, 8 to 10, 10 to 12, and eventually found myself stuck at 50 for like 3 months. Worked my way up to 50, and that was the end of my workout. And then at a certain point, got myself to 65, then I got myself to 70, and I stopped at 75 for like a year. That kind of thing. So it's like you just condition yourself, and it takes a long time. I've been doing this regimen probably for like 6-7 years now. So of course, if I keep that up and continue to add to it as comfortably as I want to, eventually your body will be good enough to get all the way up to 100. And I've just capped it off at 100 now, probably for the whole year. It's been like, I think I added 100 to my workout, those 2 sets of 100, probably about a year ago or something like that. and just stopped it there, because it's like, that's enough, you know what I mean? Like, how much do you want to be doing? I mean, now I'm getting to a point where I think I should probably add 2 more sets and get up to 105 or whatever it is, 110, whatever I want to add it to. However that would actually make sense to me. So I don't know, man. That's what I'm telling all of y'all. Just try to see what your body can do when you take care of yourself to the best of your ability. Start small on whatever it is you want to start on and get it done. I remember listening to Usher talk about he would do like 1,200 sit-ups or crunches a day, and I used to say, man, ain't no way I'm doing anything that many times. But that's where I got the idea from. It's like, you really can work your way up to that, those crazy, astonishing numbers, and you ain't gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4. You just do 2 sets of 2, 2 sets of 4, 2 sets of 6, and work your way up by counting that way, and you'll look up. You won't know how many you've done. You're just staying on the path that's provided for you based on those increments. And so it doesn't feel like you're doing as much. I tell you, I'm doing my hundreds. That's literally all I see here. Because I'm working my way up 2 sets, however many it is, up to 100. But it's just 2 sets. 2 sets, 2 sets, 2 sets, 2 sets. Now, whether I'm adding more or less to those sets, it don't really equate to it being that difficult. Because at the end of the day, it's just 2 sets. And they just take a little longer each time you do them. So that's how the brain equates it. And you look up and you count how many times you've actually done it, and you realize, yo, that's like 1,100. Like, no, it wasn't. It was just a bunch of 2 sets. That's it. And so that's how my mind equates it. And, you know, people talk about Megan Thee Stallion knees and stuff like that. I might be related to Meg based on these type of knees and what I'm able to do that way. I don't know, man, but I want to get in better shape, not worse shape, as I grow older. And even though I'm supposed to be losing energy, and some days I do feel it, but for me, it's just about just keeping those 2 set regimen going. Not really looking at it as a million different sets. Just do 2, do 2, do 2, do 2, and that's it. And if it takes a little longer each set, put your headphones on, listen to whatever you gotta listen to, turn on a playlist that lasts about 1 hour and 30 minutes. You look up and you finish your workout by the time the set's over. You know, so I encourage people to take care of themselves, man. This culture that we in, they want to cap your life off. All this crap, look around. Even though I like the food, I did like some of this food, but it's garbage, man. I don't need none of it. I don't need none of that crap. I know it ain't put there to make me healthy. It's put there to cap me off at a certain age. I die at a certain age of a certain thing, so they can funnel in more consumers that they condition however they about to condition them. I'm not up for none of that culture. I know God. I don't need to follow that blueprint that they've given me for my life to go. They can go. That's how I look at that. And the more I start to enlighten myself to what has been conditioned in my head that's negative in that way, the more I want that crap out of my life. I don't want nothing to do with what they tell me is meant for me if it ain't doing nothing that's going to help me be a better creative, feel better, look better, have a better mindset. It's just what it is, man. So I'm now where I'm at. I'm going to buy what I buy, and I'll, of course, talk to you guys when I'm out. BDF 44. Thank y'all for watching.